think what we have brought in is excellent. What we wanted to bring in is not what we expected either. The lines have got to be very balanced. I stand here very frustrated. The chairman's here, the Bobby's here. We've got a list on that board as long as our arm that we've been chasing for 2 months now. Some people know of them, some people know who they are. I can honestly say we've been treated by 1 or 2 people with a bit of disrespect. We've had, if I could say to you, we've had 3 players signed in the last 3 days, and for whatever reason it doesn't materialise. Nothing to do with finance, nothing to do with the player. The players wanted to come. Just things a bit underhand being done, and that's not, people will look at obvious things. There's a number of things that nobody really knows about. I stand here and look at like Kieran and players we've brought in and poured down in George Williams and Lee Nichols, who performed wonderfully well the other day. Look at bringing in Ryan. I think he's a tremendous signing, and we brought in a defender to complement what we've got in that back line. He's only young, but he's 6'4", he's good on the ball. He'll complement what we're looking for in them areas. And then don't forget, we've got a front line of Bowditch, Powell, Reeves, Samia. You've got George Williams still to come back, and now Ryan Collarclough, Nicky Maynard, Kieran Agard. So we have got good players. Ed Upson and Potsy and Samia can drop into that position as well. So I stand here, and I need to see the players when they come in to speak to them, because they knew the players we were after, and these are the ones that enthralled us and got us excited. And not through any fault of my football club. I can honestly say, hand on heart, people want to listen to this and they can pick the bones and they can say whatever they need to say. We are disappointed because we didn't get the rest of our list. So we got the ones we wanted on our list, but there was more of our list that we wanted to do business with. So we've got to be happy, but I'm a little bit furious with a number of things that have gone on. And I can honestly say, this is as the manager of the football club, take MK Dons away, this is nothing to do with MK Dons, nothing to do with money, nothing to do with the chairman. This is certain things that have been very underhand that have been dealt with. Tonight will be frustrating for everybody. Don't think that we're going to go home and think it was great, because we know what we wanted to do here. And I want to say thank you to everybody at the club, because I can assure you for the last 3 months this has been non-stop work. We are growing. I can hear the noise, I can hear the mumblings around the city. The growth in the last 7 years since I've been here has been quite remarkable. I seen 2 gentlemen yesterday, and he actually said to me, he said, can you just say thank you to Peter and everyone what you've done for the city of Milton Keynes? And I said, well, thank you. He said, you don't realise we've got something to be proud of. And I think it's important to be proud of doing it right rather than gaining success and doing things wrong. And this is as hard. I'll tell you what we could do. We could maybe fire you, get the greatest spin artist in the world, and we could spin this and tell so many different things that don't look right. But we can't. We have to be honest with the people who come and support us, and they know, I think they can tell by this how frustrated I am. And let me tell you, I'm 50% less frustrated than what the chairman is, so it's a good job he wasn't here talking to you. But Ryan Collarclough is a top signing. Top signing. He was target number 1 in the summer. So we've got that over the line. Kieran Agard was in our top 5 as well. The other 3 we fell short of. Ed Upson was in our targets. Paul Downing, Scott Wotton, who obviously I think got injured last night, and like I said, that was a difficult one for us all to take. So Lee Nichols was our number 1 to bring in. So we've done such great business from back to here, and it's this little bit now we have to get right, and we're going to have to do our damnedest and work our best and stick together. We need the fans more than ever now. Please, please, please understand the difficulties that we've had over the last 2 weeks. But understand the players that you have wearing your shirt are immensely proud to do so. It is time for me to roll up my sleeves now, 100%. It's time for me, the chairman, the players, every one of us. We have to stick together, because performances haven't overly been great, we know that. But there's no men more prouder than us to try and drive this football club forward. For whereas we said we wanted to win the league, that's still got to be our aim. We've got to reach for the skies for as long as we possibly can. But my players need to understand the very talented group of players, and I have to find that mentality back in them, and we have to find that growth within this group to be better. I always said we will get better as the season gets on. We will still get better, just not to where I probably wanted us to be, but where I wanted us to be was champions. So we were always aiming that high. So might come back 1 or 2 notches, but it's still to be successful. And we are going to do nothing without the people who pay to come and watch us play. We're going to do nothing without the people who wear our shirt around the streets of Milton Keynes. And hopefully we can, for as much as what we sit here frustrated and you can point fingers and you can say what you need to say, I don't have to do this interview. I don't have to do it. And I believe we have to, because the people who pay for the media play and are the ones who mean the most to us and the ones who come and pay and watch us play when I work around the clock. Richie, Damo, Simon, Ildy, Andy, the chairman, Bobby and everyone in the dressing room and every one of my players. Our life is dedicated to this football club.